Hey guys, welcome back to Crib Talk. Today we're interviewing a very special guest, good friend of mine, Rick Antillon. And Rick Antillon is a 13-year resident of Cabo San Lucas. He is Cabo San Lucas's DJ, resident DJ, event creator, a promoter, philanthropist, and owner of a new hot tub company, which we will talk about here in a little bit. Welcome, Rick, to the show.
Thanks a lot, Lee. Appreciate you having me.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah.
It's good to have you here. We've been friends for a long time. You know, with the Heart for Cabo charity. Back in the Dispensa days when we're helping to feed people in the tough times of COVID. It's been a pleasure knowing you, and it's been a lot of fun. You know, with all your parties and everything that you do. Tell us a little bit about what you do, what your main thing is here in Cabo San Lucas.
Yeah, well, likewise. I think it's cool how we became friends, especially through the pandemic, working in the dispensas, even though we met before that. So
yeah, that's where we really bonded, though.
Yeah, that's where we came together. So it's cool how God used us in that way.
Absolutely. By
serving others, by serving the poor.
Love it, man.
But just been here 13 years and pretty much moved here. I would say it was a godsend because I really didn't have a plan to do the philanthropy until I was here and kind of realized what my purpose was.
Yeah.
And saw there was a big need, and kind of it just started to flow organically. And here we are 10 years later with Heart for Cabo.
Yeah. So when you first originally moved here, putting the charity together really wasn't your focus thing. It was more the DJ thing.
Actually, I just moved here because I wanted to get out of LA. Came here on vacation, and like so many others, moved here 3 months later. Yeah. Which was pretty awesome. Just felt the call to come here, and all the doors opened up easily, and it was an easy transition from Los Angeles.
Yeah, I had the same experience. Like moving to Cabo was like the easiest thing that I ever did.
Yeah, all the doors opened up. It was affordable, really affordable back then.
Yeah.
It's still affordable now, but it was even better then.
Yeah, so, it was really good back then.
So came down, but had no plan on really just. I love the waves. I love the surf. I love.
Yeah, you're a surfer.
Yeah, I love the smallness of the community and how everybody kind of knows each other, and that's kind of my vibe. Yeah,
it's kind of grown from the good old days, though, hasn't it?
Yeah,
the highways and everything. It's hard to get around now. I remember, none of these Gloriellas even had, you wouldn't even have to stop. You just go in them and go around and and keep going.
Yeah, you can flow through it, but I go to LA about every month, and this is still mellow.
Yeah.
So if anyone, I know we complain because we're used to it, but Cabo's still amazing in that regard. It's still not that busy.
I know. I go back to Vancouver and then I'm like, okay, get me back to Cabo. Yeah. I'm not going to complain. I promise I'll never complain again about the traffic.
I mean, in LA, it would be solid traffic from here to San Lucas, bumper to bumper.
Right.
Right. Or to La Paz, actually.
And you'd be waiting it for 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah. So in reality, we just have to kind of check ourselves.
Yeah, we got to chill out a little bit.
Look at the ocean.
Exactly.
Remind ourselves why we're here.
Well, not only okay, so if we're waiting in traffic, we're usually looking at a beautiful view.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not so bad.
Exactly.
So tell us a little bit about the DJ gig, because that's kind of your main thing right now, I think.
Yeah. So I've been doing that for 29 years. Yeah. And so I came here, and it was just kind of natural to fall into that. Yeah. Because it's a tourist, destination spot. So people are always doing, celebrations here of different types.
Yeah. And so what's your DJ name?
It's Sotero. Sotero. And
we'll put that down on the screen here as well. Yeah. How would people get a hold of you if they wanted to contact you for your DJ services?
Through Instagram or through email.
Okay.
Or direct call.
Do you have a website?
No, not right now. It's in process of being built. Right. So not only do I DJ as being hired as a DJ, we also put together events. Okay. So we've done 3-day music festivals. We do 1-day events. Okay. We can do a wedding. We can do yacht villas.
So you don't just go and DJ and bring your equipment. You can actually plan the whole event.
Yeah, we'll curate the whole event from beginning to end. With production. Okay. Sound, lighting. Right. Artists, DJs, whatever. Whatever someone needs. Even.
Some of these events are pretty robust. They've got everything from catered food and music and other entertainment, dancers, all sorts of stuff.
And that's the beauty of Cabo. You can outsource so many of that stuff if you need chefs and waiters and bartenders. And
of course.
So that's we have it all here, which is really cool.
Right. Most companies wouldn't actually take care of all that stuff anyways. They would outsource that, I'm sure. Like the event planners, they would bring in, they would source all those other things out. Like, you know, obviously like a waiter or a chef.
Sure. That's why I try to focus on what we're experts at, which is the music part of it. You know?
Yeah, right on. So what actually brought you to Cabo? You just wanted to get out of LA?
Yeah, just I said, came on vacation. 3 months later, moved here.
Yeah.
And then just started, you know, just living, you know, normally, surfing, kind of trying to figure out what I was supposed to be doing here.
Yeah.
Then started serving in a local church at a local kitchen, you know, every week, and kind of started to see the need, how big it was. Mm-hmm. And then fast forward from that point on, about 5 years later, about 2 years later, I kind of had this name, Heart for Cabo, but I didn't really know what it was for. It just kind of came to me.
It just bounced around in your head.
Yeah, and I said, that's a cool name for something, you know, like charity, you know, related. Yeah. And then the morning of after ordeal, I was in
the hurricane ordeal,
which was 10 years ago this September.
Right.
I was up in Washington, and I woke up in the morning. It was like 7:30 in the morning, and that name just like came back to me.
Right.
So I started a Facebook group, which pretty much I call it Heart for Cabo, but then it was just to gather information for people want to know what was happening in Cabo, and I was somehow able to connect with people while I was in Washington. So I started putting information. Then people said, well, you would like to donate, you know, some food and clothes, so when the highway opens back up, you know, you can bring it down there. So I had it all shipped to a central location in California, picked it up about 3 weeks later when the highways opened up, because all Baja was washed out.
Yeah.
And then drove it down here, and then people said, we want to donate, you know, money so you can go shopping.
Right.
Then we waited for the stores to open, then we went shopping, started buying stuff, and then somebody's like, well, how about we build some houses for the people that lost homes? Okay. We'll donate for that. So fast forward, we're getting ready to build our 33rd home.
Right.
And we have the kitchen that does 400 people a day, mostly kids, Monday through Thursday.
Wow.
That's over by the airport in San Jose.
I mean, that's got to be, you must have people that are, you know, donating money on a regular basis in order to keep that kind of stuff open, or are you like donating the money that you make on your businesses to these charities?
It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You know? For me, it's more my time and my energy, because it's a lot of work. It's not just the kitchen. There's other stuff we do, but we have about 10 committed partners every month that kind of make miracles happen, because 10's not a lot of people.
Right.
So I don't really know how we do it. But we're able to do it. But now the kitchen's growing because more people are moving to Los Cabos for work from other parts of Mexico. But there's not as much work as they think. So there's a lot of people out there now in the barrios that don't have jobs, and their kids aren't eating. Is
there some sort of a GoFundMe page or something that we could put up here to, or how would somebody get a hold of you if they wanted to donate some money?
On our Facebook group, Heart for Cabo, or in Spanish, Corazón por Cabo, there's a featured post on there that shows all the different ways to donate, which you guys could share. I haven't done a GoFundMe page yet, which is maybe something we could do
in the future.
But there's different ways that people can donate. It can be one-time donations or reoccurring, and there's different types of Cash Apps and PayPal and all that different ways to donate. And there's always a tax write-off available. But 100% of it goes to the nonprofit. There's no salaries. There's no employees. Everything goes towards what we're doing. I mean, that's why we're able to do a lot with a little, because we don't have overhead. Right. But but the need keeps going. You know, we do medical, we do clothing donations. We have families in the United States that sponsor a family here every month and get buy them groceries, which you've helped me with before. And actually, Cabo Cribs, you guys have been great in helping us with some of our fundraising projects and being big sponsors. So I really appreciate that.
It's the least we can do. We wish we could do some more, and we want to do some more with you in the future, of course. And we're really hoping like this might have an impact, and we might find some more good hearts out there that want to help the community. Like you said, the communities are growing now. Cabo's getting bigger. But there's always times when people they're in between jobs. They've got kids, they don't have money. The kids still got to eat. Some of my fondest memories were of the COVID times. As bad of a time as that was. I mean those times, just helping out. In the trenches with all this food and all the support that the community brought us to buy all this food and to go out there and deliver thousands of bags of despensas is what they call here. was what some of the best times that I can think of in my life, and where I met some really amazing people that I'm still friends with today. So.
Yeah, you're right. That was a kind of a miracle time because it wasn't planned.
Not at all.
And people started just sending money.
Yeah.
I remember my first friend, Marcus Kincaid, sent a check and said, "You're going to need this to feed people." And I said, "Oh, I guess this is what I'm going to be doing now for COVID." So
it planted the seed.
Yeah, I did. And then fast forward, we ended up doing like 13,000 dispensas in like 3 months.
Yeah, that was.
And then the beauty was we had volunteers because nobody was working, so people wanted something to do.
Yeah.
So we met every week, and then we had the Marines escorting us. It was an adventure.
It was amazing. I remember I would be sitting in my house all week because there's nothing to do. Everything's closed.
Yeah.
Waiting for that day.
Yeah.
Because it was not only did it just feel good, it was just meeting new people and seeing the smiles on people's faces and just getting everybody together, getting the troops together.
I think that was the last time we get to drive around without traffic too.
Yeah, pretty much.
The roads everyone was on lockdown, so they were letting us cruise around.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, cool. That was a good time for getting around if you had a car.
Yeah, that was a blessing though. That was really cool. We got to do, and that
it was.
Let's hope we don't have to do anything like that again.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, and we'll be there if it does, right?
Exactly.
Now, just back to the DJ thing here again, just to get an idea, like, because I know you're mobile.
Yes.
So you can kind of go anywhere. So, are you on? Like, where are you doing your events? Are you like on the top of a mountainside, or are you at a lake? And are you on the beach or on the boats?
We've done them on beaches. We've done them in villas. We've done them in canyons. Over here at Wild Canyon, we did a really cool event. I think you were at.
Yeah. Some of these big boats, the super yachts.
Yeah, like the Northern Dream, which is an amazing yacht. If you guys ever want a 130-foot yacht with a jacuzzi on it, go charter that one.
So I guess if somebody wanted to hire you as a DJ for whatever event that they had, that you could probably even help them find the boat.
Yeah, we do that as well. We've helped find the villas or charter the boat because we know what boats work great for parties with DJs.
Yeah, right.
Because they're not all configured the same.
Mm-hmm. Something with a larger dance floor or something, or an area where people can get.
And then
get loose a little bit.
We're mobile. Like we're going to do a grand opening for an event at my friend's Rancho BX in Triunfo, this little gold mining town at the end of July.
Yeah.
Which is a 2-hour drive from here. So anywhere in southern Baja. But we've also done destination events in Costa Rica and different parts of Mexico. People will hire us. We'll go there. We'll curate the whole event and put it together, in their villa or whatever.
Sounds like some pretty cool locations you've been to. What is the most memorable location, or what was the coolest party that you had been a DJ at?
I would say, well, for this business we have out of Cabo, it's called Tag Along Tours.
Yeah.
That's my Tag Along Events.
Okay.
So that's the event company that curates the events. So
and that's on Instagram as well.
Yeah, it is.
Tag Along.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
we'll post that up.
I would say one of the coolest ones was their Costa Rica trip. Just because Costa Rica's magical. That's where my dad's from.
Yeah.
The way it came together, there's the beauty of where we got to throw the parties and stuff.
Right.
We're amazing.
So you're not just doing this in Cabo. I mean, you're going to other parts of the world. So you're willing to pack up your stuff, get in a plane, and if somebody's willing to ship you somewhere, you're there.
Yeah, we're there. We'll bring the party for sure.
That's right.
We'll make it memorable and do a good job at it. And we have clients that have brought us on these trips 5 times now because they just like what we provide. And bringing good vibes, bringing good energy, being easy to work with, but doing a professional job and delivering what we promise.
Yeah. Where do you see the music scene in Cabo evolving to?
Well, Cabo's a tricky one because the population here is not big enough to support a local music scene. There is a small music scene. But to bring in to invest in big artists and production, you have to depend on people to fly in, basically from the United States or other parts of Mexico City, because otherwise it's just not profitable.
To attend the events.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise it's not going to be profitable in any way to hire these big artists who charge a lot of money and then do these big productions for sound and lighting and the venue. So that
So it's evolving. I mean, it's still in its infancy stage.
Yeah, that's happening. I mean, there are people starting to do those destination events, and they are being successful. But as far as just the local scene, it's still pretty small, and as long as this population is, Los Cabos is what now, 400,000 maybe? Is it?
Yeah, and and we're already operating at full maximum potential when it comes to hotels and things like that. So if you even put something on where you could have 30,000 people at, good luck getting a hotel room.
Yeah, right? Exactly. So it's just it's a different market here. It's kind of like an island vibe almost. So it makes our little local music scene for the music that I personally love to play, which is electronic. It's great. There's a good vibe, but I don't, as far as it growing, it's got to, I think, depend on destination style events for people to bring in big artists, and then people will follow those artists to come see them, because it's a great excuse to come to Cabo, right?
Okay, yeah, exactly.
And you come to Cabo to see your favorite artist in a beautiful location, a beautiful hotel. It's a no-brainer.
Right.
It's just finding people willing to take that risk and invest in that type of a production,
right?
But it is possible with the right people and the right marketing.
Of course. The right marketing, of course, and of course you got to have housing and lodging for them as well. So
well, the beauty is, because your business, there's a lot of villas here that are available for rent.
There's quite a few Airbnbs. You got villas that could hold 20 people. Yeah, and then they got to just break the cost up between 20 people.
Yeah, so
still expensive. Cabo's expensive.
Yeah, but at least you get what you pay for.
Exactly. You're going to have a sunny day.
That's it.
No humidity.
Unless it's hurricane season.
Unless it's hurricane season.
Don't do an event during hurricane season.
Yeah. Don't plan a wedding outside or some sort of event in August or September.
Risky.
But that's all of Mexico as well. It's not not just here.
No.
So tell us a little bit about your hot tub business. Did you just start this business?
Yeah, one of the reasons there's two reasons I wanted to start it. Was one, because I bought a hot tub for my new house, and I couldn't find one here.
Okay.
And then I found one. There was a couple water filter stores that had them, but their prices were like quadruple what they were in the United States, and I'm like, why are they so expensive?
And what about the quality? You're for the same type of quality that you're getting, or
they were good quality, but very expensive, and so I was able to figure out a way to distribute them down here and offer an American-made, hot tubs, three different brands, ranging from different prices from high to low.
Okay.
And
what type of brands are we looking at?
Well, there's Dr. Wellness, there's Catalina, and there's Hudson.
Okay.
And Hudson's the cheaper ones, and then Catalina's the super high end.
Are you going to be doing a website for that company, or have you done that already?
Yeah, we're going to be doing I'm just going to do just social media on that.
Okay, social media, Instagram.
We have one already getting ready to start it. And the other reason I wanted to start it was, I want to offer good quality hot tubs at a lower price, but be able to deliver straight to their house and take all that out of it, because it's really complicated to get a hot tub from the United States, figure out how to import it, and then have it delivered to your home, especially if you need a crane or something to put it on your balcony or whatever. So we're offering all that. It's all inclusive.
Okay.
All the taxes, importation, everything's going to be taken care of, and then delivery straight to their home. And that was the other reason, I'm always looking for ways down here to create business for niches where there's a need, right?
Right.
And it's an easy one for me. It's a low overhead business, and I like it. I love hot tubs. They change my life. I'm in it every day. And it's just it's therapeutic for me.
Yeah, for sure.
But the other reason is everything I do, from the music, the DJing, to this, a portion of it always goes back to the foundation, to the charity. So a portion of all of our sales will go back to that as well.
Right.
And also our hot tub store is / also a donation center for Hartford Cabo. So if you have clothes you want to donate, or household items, that'll be our new location where people can drop stuff off. It's right off the highway.
Yeah.
So it's really easy to get to. And that kind of will open up the door to more people wanting to deliver, because for donations it's accessible.
What I really love, Rick, is that everything for you revolves around your charity. That's huge, bro.
Cool, thanks.
I know, it's like we talk about all these other things that you do, but we always get back to the charity thing, because it all funnels back down to the charity. So So guys, I mean, if you guys need a hot tub or you need a DJ, make sure, a part of your proceeds are going to help people in Cabo San Lucas. And we do the same thing here at Cabo Cribs with our commission. We try to help as much as we can. Philanthropy is kind of a dying thing these days, and we got to remember and be thankful and grateful.
I think that's great what you just said, because we get to live in Mexico. We're foreigners, really.
Exactly.
So we get let's give back to the community that embraces us and allows us to live here.
That's right.
A lot of the people we're helping are the ones that serve us.
This is a privilege. This isn't a right that we're here. Like, we're privileged to be here, and this is a perfect way to give thanks. And
most people don't. Most people only see this beach side of Cabo. Yes. They don't see the inner parts where people live, that are bussed out, by the resorts every day to get to work, and then they're dropped back off. Unless someone living on dirt floors,
Of course.
So nobody really sees that. So the need it's pretty big.
Yeah, I mean and a dirt floor with a roof over the head is sometimes actually, that's big for them.
Yeah. Yes.
Some of them don't have a roof over their heads. So whatever we can do to help out. So what advice could you give to somebody who wants to move here and maybe open up a business?
Well, like I was saying, come here and find out what is needed.
Right.
That you can do as an American.
There's a lot of stuff that we need.
That you can do as a foreigner. Right. Because it's a little hard to work here for somebody if you're used to the income you made back in the United States. You kind of have to have your own business.
You got to have your own business.
Or be retired.
Right.
Or be in sales.
Yeah.
Right. And like real estate or timeshare. I really haven't found anything else. So I think what I've noticed here is a lot of expats will offer service type businesses more than brick and mortar. Mm-hmm. Seems like the brick and mortar are mostly owned by local.
Because the service type businesses, you don't really need to. You could do cash businesses. You don't really need to incorporate, as long as you have a website and a social media presence. You can kind of just go and get paid cash. But if you want to have a brick and mortar business, it's a little more complicated. But learning Spanish isn't the hardest thing in the world. You just kind of, as long as you get the basics, you can do it.
Well, the beauty is, they kind of make it hard for you to learn Spanish here because half the people speak English.
So
you try to speak Spanish and they speak back to you in English, and you're just like, I forget it. I'll just go with English.
That's right. Yeah. I'm fine with that.
But
it kind of makes it tough for you to learn Spanish, though.
Yeah, but I think it's great. Speaks English. It's great. We try. We put in our efforts. I think it's nice. It's a respectful thing to do.
For sure.
So even if you don't speak it well, at least try. It's better than not trying at all.
That's right.
If you mess up, that's how you learn, right?
Yeah.
So just
you know what? When you don't speak Spanish, it ends up costing you more.
Actually, that's a good point. That unless you got somebody in your family that can translate for you.
That's right.
So one good tip is if you're an American and you have a Mexican wife or girlfriend, let her do your negotiating.
That's right. There you go.
Because you're going to get the Mexican price.
You're going to get the Mexican price.
Hopefully. So once you speak, everything changes.
The minute they got to speak full English to you, it costs you a little bit more. So learn Spanish, you guys.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
It's a good tip right there.
So there we have it, you guys. Rick, thanks again for coming in and letting us. Is there anything else that you'd like to add today?
Stay tuned. There's another service bit. I was just thinking of this. Okay. I don't know why I didn't mention it, but we have a service coming out that's going to offer. It's called 2 for 1, and it's going to be an app where tourists can come and get 2-for-1 deals on restaurant services, things like that, but through an app.
Right.
Through a weekly membership. So while they're here, they'll be able to sign up for that. So once that comes out, we'll let you guys. But we actually do have an Instagram site for that right now. But it's very fresh. It's called 2 for 1. It's 2X and then 1.
Yeah.
J-U-A-N, like it's a play on the word. So,
well, if you guys want to follow Rick on his Instagram page, I'm sure you'll be releasing that information. We'll release it. We will release it on the Cabo Cribs Instagram page as well, and the official Leroy Jarvis Instagram page. So make sure you follow us on those pages, you guys. Stay tuned for all that good stuff. If you're looking for a DJ, when you guys come, make sure you plan it in advance because Rick's pretty busy. We've got all of his information there for you to book Rick's DJ services. And if you guys are looking for a hot tub, and obviously the charity, Rick is, he's dividing his time many ways here. What do they say? Master of the master of all trades, or
Well, actually, there's that one saying, Jack of all trades, master of none.
Master of none. That's the one I was looking for.
But I'm trying to master at least the charity. And the charity that's my mission in life. The other things, the DJing, whatever other businesses, that just fuels the mission. Yeah. But really being a father and helping others, that's really my mission. The other stuff is just the fuel and helps me enjoy life while I'm doing it,
Well, you guys know why I love this man. He's a great man.
Love you too, bro.
Awesome, bro. Well, it's very nice to have you here on our show today, Rick. And good luck on all your ventures. And let's continue the good work.
All right. Thanks a lot for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks again, you guys. Stay tuned for our next podcast. We'll see you soon.